fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits. Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her this last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest. Make him one of America's best. He'll be a man they'll test one day. Have him win the Green Beret.
The rocks that you find up here are white quartz. We have a great abundance of flint. And this is a good possible location for Indian activity because you have an underground stream right down the road here.
Well, in your travels in the world, how would this compare to other places in the world for finding Indian artifacts?
Right here in this location?
Yes.
Oh, well, first of all, I haven't found anything.
Ooh.
No, it's, you know, at other places I have found things. So right now, this place it's very good because if you get thirsty, you can go down and you can drink water out of the underground creek stream.
Es ist schon weit nach Mitternacht, mein Tag ist längst vorbei. Mir fallen gleich die Augen zu, verdammte Fahrerei. Der NDR bringt Tanzmusik, ich krieg nichts anderes rein. Das geht so durch bis 6 Uhr früh, ich glaub, ich schlaf gleich ein. Ich möchte so gern Dave Dudley hören, Hank Snow und Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song, doch AFN ist weit. Ich möchte so gern Dave Dudley hören, Hank Snow und Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song, doch AFN ist weit. Schneesturm auf der Autobahn und vor mir keine Spur. Ich seh die blauen Schilder kaum und ahn die Fahrbahn nur. Drum nehm ich mir mein Funkgerät, Kanal 410. An alle, hier spricht Gunther G., ich hab da ein Problem. Ich möchte so gern Dave Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song auf EFN ist bald. Ich möchte so gern Dave Dudley hören, Hank Snow und Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song auf EFN ist bald. Ich halt am nächsten Rasthof an und leg ne Pause ein. Ich schlaf am Tisch, ein Kellner kommt und fragt, was soll's denn sein? Ich schau ihn an und weiß genau, der Mann wird's nicht verstehen. Ich möchte weder Milchkaffee, noch will ich schwarzen Tee. Ich möchte nur Dave Dudley hören, Hank Snow und Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song, doch EFN ist weit. Ich möchte nur Dave Dudley hören, Hank Snow und Charlie Pride. Einen richtig schönen Country-Song, doch EFN ist weit.
No, Germany, you had the cave dwellers, if you want to call them Indians. You know, that's when you had American Indians here too.
Yes.
Doing the cave dwellers when they were when the cave dwellers were in Europe.
All those Neanderthals.
There's nothing else that can match the American Indian. American Indian was American Indian. Just like you got Indians in South America, but they're different from. And of course, you know, you had your different American Indians. You had your very peaceful Indians, agriculture. They raised crops and everything, and they were very peaceful. And then you had your renegades like the Apaches.
Well, why don't you love me like you used to do? How come you treat me like a worn-out shoe? My hair's still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer, further, closer than a country mile. Why don't you spark me like you used to do? And say sweet nothings like you used to coo. I'm the same old trouble that you've always been through. So why don't you love me like you used to do? Just like you used to be. How come you find so many faults with me? Somebody's changed, so let me give you a clue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer, further, closer than a country mile. Why don't you say the things you used to say? What makes you treat me like a piece of clay? My hair's still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do?
your Cherokees were in this area. This is where the Cherokees were. This is one of the areas where they were located. And they were one of the most, or probably the most intelligent Indian race that was in the United States, because they had their own alphabet. Yeah, their own alphabet.
Wow.
High above these canyon walls, the solitary traveler calls, drifting on the winds of change, flying ever free. He and I, we are the same, searching for another game, cashing in and moving on, spirits on the wing. We are solitary travelers, our fortunes come and go. Lady Luck's the only love our kind will ever know. Chasing shadows across the sand, emperor of no man's land, roams the sky with power and grace and sings for only me. For he and I, we understand the power of the winning hand, in a place where betting heart and soul can cost you everything. We are solitary travelers, our fortunes come and go. Lady Luck's the only love our kind will ever know. We are solitary travelers, our fortunes come and go. Lady Luck's the only love our kind will ever know. Said and done, we will fly into that setting sun, taking only heart and soul, leaving only memory. Till that day we'll live to fly, we will make our own way, he and I, searching for another game, we will roam forever free. We are solitary travelers, our fortunes come and go. Lady Luck's the only love our kind will ever know. We are solitary travelers, our fortunes come and go. And Lady Luck's the only love our kind will ever know. Luck's the only love our kind will ever know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the great thinker Douglas Edward Varn. Here he can be seen in action thinking. Note the stance, the elbow on the knee, the hand on the chin, but cupping the mouth. He has a hat, Olinsky's hat, crucial to the thinking business. Every once in a while he has to take it off and wipe his head, because thinking is a lot of work. Especially for Douglas Edward Varn. There he is. Now this is a technique called relaxing. He's finished thinking for a little bit. Now he is relaxing. Now he's going back to thinking. He's ambidextrous. He can think on his left hand or his right hand. See? Notice the ambidextrousness.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart.
All right, so what color do you want to paint this lovely bird?
Pink.
All over? The
Not
whole
all
thing is going to be pink?
No, only, its neck and here.
Okay, okay.
Not its head.
Okay, what about the mouth?
The mouth should be orange.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I think
What about the water now? The water has... Now remember, you have different kinds of water, different colors. Some waters, like these trees, or cypress trees, when they are brown, and they make the water brown. So what color is going to make it? Coffee brown. You ever seen a cup of coffee?
yes.
Okay. That's how the water's going to look, like a cup of coffee. You can make it strong coffee or weak coffee. Maybe we make it a little strong in the front, and maybe look a little weak in the back, right?
Yeah.
What about